With individuals storing exponentially more data than ever before, data is increasingly becoming a critical commodity to both protect and monetize. At the same time, we're seeing the data lifecycle itself evolving through cloud technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotic process automation, really making it easier to gather and analyze new forms of data, creating fresh insights on companies and individuals. A lot of that growth is being driven by increased demand from organizations to identify hidden themes and actionable investment opportunities. The ability to take data in real time and make real-time decisions on consumer behavior is one of the big outcomes of alternative data. But alt data is of growing importance to individuals too. Coming out of COVID, I think we've all realized that we need software. Whether it's school, work, play, it's all around us. And so we've talked about this in terms of a digital transformation. But oftentimes what has to precede a digital transformation is a security transformation, to rethink the security fabric, to ultimately protect what could potentially be very sensitive alternative data, we think is an important piece of the puzzle that's often overlooked. With alternative data, it's data about you and I. And being able to protect that data from a consumer data protection or privacy angle is of utmost importance as well. So in the near term, especially with all the market volatility that we see around us, we think security spending could be one of the most durable trends. Companies that can capitalize on honing in on this trend stand to make huge gains in the future. One of the other mega trends that we're watching is DevOps. We also call it DevSecOps, but this ability to marry developers and business owners to create new applications that we as consumers want. Ultimately, there's this cycle of building apps, promoting apps. These apps create alternative data. There's a security angle. You can see this cycle, really. So this idea of DevSecOps, we think is a new and emerging trend that will play out well into the future. Looking out over the next 10 years, one of the things that we've learned is this idea of moving faster to the future, right? Leveraging technology in new ways. This leaves us bullish about where software is today, but more importantly, where it's going in the future. Ultimately, we think software is one of the most important compounding mechanisms in the market, and we think offers investors a long-term return for both growth and, importantly, profitability. The RBC Imagine piece is one of the most unique and differentiated pieces of research on Wall Street. It's the cumulative effort on dozens of senior analysts at RBC, pulling decades of knowledge and resource into a series, and we think the RBC Imagine piece is the perfect tool to help navigate this uncertainty.
This content is based on information available at the time it was recorded and is for informational purposes only. It is not an offer to buy or sell or a solicitation, and no recommendations are implied. It is outside the scope of this communication to consider whether it is suitable for you and your financial objectives. For disclosures, please visit www.rbccm.com/disclosure.